All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about natural logs today and how to solve them. So natural logs, we know are natural logs because it has the word L, the letters LN as opposed to LOG. So that's how we know it's a natural log. So since like a normal common log, when we're subtracting two logs, we're actually going to divide the results. So we're going to wind up with natural log 2x squared over 8 equals 4. So just like a common log, when we have a log on the left and a number on the right, we're going to set it up as an exponential equation. So remember, with natural logs, our base is always the letter E. So instead of it being 5, 10, or 15 or something, it's always going to be the letter E. So when we do our loop technique and we write it as an exponential function, which is e to the fourth, equals 2x squared over 8. So for our purposes, we're just going to leave the answer in terms of e. So that means we're going to move all our numbers so that we have x equals some expression with an e in it. So first thing we want to do is, since we're dividing by 8, the opposite or inverse of dividing by 8 is multiplying by 8. So we'll multiply both sides by 8 and get 8 e to the fourth equals 2x squared. So next thing we want to do is, since the 2 is being multiplied by x squared, we're going to divide by 2 because, again, the inverse of multiplication is division. So divide both sides by 2. 8 divided by 2 is the number 4. And we're going to say 4e to the fourth equals x squared. All right, at this point, we want to get x by itself, meaning there's no variables, no numbers involved with it. So the inverse of squaring something is finding the square root. So we find the square root of both sides, and we're going to wind up with square root of 4 is 2. The square root of e to the fourth, we're going to divide the 4 by 2 and get e to the second, and we're going to wind up with x. Now, because we found the square root of a number, that means we have to have a plus and a minus version of the answer. So that is our answer for natural log 2x squared minus natural log 8 equals 4. All right? So now we're going to do one more. This time, we're going to have natural log 4 plus natural log 4x squared. Sorry, let me fix that. 4x squared equals 2. All right, so first thing we want to do, since we're adding, this time we're going to multiply, so we're going to have natural log 4 parentheses 4x squared equals 2. Just like before, we're still going to put our e here for our base and then do our loop technique. And we're going to wind up with e to the second equals 4 parentheses 4x squared. Let's go ahead and multiply the 4 times 4 and get 16x squared. So just like before, we're trying to get the x by itself. So we're going to divide by 16 on both sides and wind up with e to the second divided by 16 equals x squared. So just like on the previous problem, whenever we have a squared term, we want to do the inverse, so we want to find the square root of both sides. So we already said that, remember, we divide any exponents by 2, so we're going to wind up with e on the top, and square root of 16 is 4, and that's going to equal x. So our final answer has to have a plus and minus in the answer because we found the square root. And that's how we complete a natural log equation. So we did 2 equations. So use this video to review and go over any misconceptions you may be having about how to solve for natural logs. Thank you, and I'll talk to you in the next one.